Hello and welcome to another episode of the Rebel Creatives Podcast. I'm your host, Delano, and I help creative entrepreneurs increase their revenue using the Rebel Growth System. Right. So in this episode, I wanted to talk about why you should have your own marketing channel. Right. And I'm going to explain to you why it is important to have your own. And you should learn about this because this is what separates the businesses that close down when things get hard and the ones that thrive when everything changes around them. All right. And having experienced something similar myself for one of my businesses and seeing it happen to countless others is what inspired me to fix this grave issue, right? And unfortunately most are more worried about getting by and doing what they know to work for them than to invest in being self-reliant and self-sufficient in their own marketing. Right? We've all been programmed to do things a certain way, and going far back, all the marketing that we do now is literally the same that has been going on for years, right? And the only thing that will change is the marketing channel, right? you know Before they would send newspapers. That's the new main way. And then over time we're getting everything digital. Now it's TV. Now it's then now social media, right? So we're doing the same thing. Marketing doesn't really change in what it is, but the channel through which it's done, right? Let's keep those terms right? So the primary reason that people even don't look at doing things this way is fear of the unknown, right? They don't know what it's going to be like if they should, try to do things in their own way or in a way that is a little bit different from what they're used to, right? And here are some other reasons why people struggle to make that leap. They don't want to pivot and make changes, right? A lot of person resist change. They like it the old way. It's been working for them. It should keep working, right? They don't want to change. Not wanting to take on extra work because it seems like building something new and different or doing things away from the norm, it's going to take time. It's going to take some work, right? And they don't want to put extra work on their plate, right? Another reason is not wanting to attract more expenses, all right? And, I mean, expenses are a natural part of any business. What you should really focus on is this liability able to turn a profit? And at that point, it's not a liability, but an asset, all right? And it's not a cost or an expense, it's an investment, all right? Because it pays for itself. But everything start as an expense to then become an asset. And if you don't take on that expense, you will never see that profit. All right. So it is, you have to make a step before you can receive. You have to plant some seeds before you can harvest, right? It's just the way things are, right? And not believing one needs to even make that change. You believe that what you're already doing and what is set is the best and you don't need to change it. It's not working now, it will work eventually, right? And you stay on that bandwagon and then you just go off the trail, right? So these are the reasons that I see that most persons use to not really take that leap in trying to have their own. I am trying now to just shed some light on this so you can see the power in having your own marketing channel so you can take control, market on your own terms, and reach your business goals predictably. All right. That's the old Hamir. All right. So let's dive right into that step by step. All right. And I like to simplify things. So I will do this in 3 steps. And in step one, you want to first create an irresistible offer to promote to everyone who is your ideal buyer. Right. And this is important because this is how you will attract the right people to build your marketing channel with. What makes an irresistible offer is you presenting something that your ideal buyers will want to go after. It's something that gets them excited. It's something that lets them want to share it with their friends. It's something that they will put in the work to claim. All right. So you want to understand your business, how you who you help and how you help them, and then be able to create something that once you put it out, people are going to be running to claim this. They're running to get take advantage of this offer. All right. And here's some example. Like for example, if you're running a restaurant, your people might go after a VIP dinner reservation, right? So you want to make an offer where that's an option for them, right? Whether it's they get a big discount to get a VIP reservation, or you might even do it as a contest and a giveaway to say, hey, I'm giving away a VIP dinner reservation. Here's how you enter, and that way you can start, you know, getting people run into your restaurant because you're giving them a nice offer. Say you're doing a med spa, right? People might go for a 250 gift card, right? Which might be like, depending on your offers, it might be a 10%, 5%, 25% discount, depending on what they've, gotten. But a person will, they'll do something or even share, a $250 value to your med spa, right? So you know your offer and you know who best it's for and what they would love to have you solve for them. So use that knowledge to attract people who love what you do and want it. All right. And that's your first step. The second step is to collect and store your ideal buyer's contact information, right? And this is where most entrepreneurs go wrong. For example, a lot will give an offer, right? And when it is claimed, they do not have an effective way to collect and store the contact information of their audience, right? Because some persons say, hey, I don't want to be collecting people's stuff. I wouldn't do it, so my customers wouldn't either, and all sort of things, right? They come up with excuses as to why they don't want to collect. And you want to avoid this mistake because this is how you constantly rely on spending a lot of money to get back in touch with your audience via other marketing channels, right? Like Facebook, the newspaper, the radio, and more, right? In the process of building your own marketing channel, you're also building your business's number one asset. And that is why you want to avoid the mistake of not collecting and storing your ideal buyer's contact information effectively. All right. And in one of my businesses where I was, selling on eBay, I ended up losing an entire income stream simply because an account of mine, one that I wasn't even using yet, got hacked. And their decision was to ban me, right? No explanation, no appealing. Just because I have an account, it got hacked. The person who hacked it tried to make some post that wasn't in alignment with them. They see it. They, of course, they'll catch it. They do their investigations. I let them know that, hey, I was hacked. There's proof. I'm here. Look at the login, right? You see that somebody attempted to log in from a different location. Boom. They are like, okay, we're just going to ban it, and the decision is final, right? Right then and there, an entire income stream that I had was just vanished, right? Was making consistent revenue month after month. I even had the idea now that I was like making about 4K at the time, just started making 4K per month on average. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start selling subscriptions instead. So it's a recurring subscription right on eBay. When you were doing it, you weren't getting the names, you weren't getting the emails, you don't know anything. People just buy, you deliver. That's it, right? You don't have their contact information. You can't really reach out to them afterwards. So it's like once they shut that down, even though I had the stuff that I could sell, I couldn't sell it to those persons who already bought from me because I didn't have their information because they monopolize the contact information, and they're doing it for a reason, and they're charging you an arm and a leg to access it, right? Facebook does it, eBay does it, the newspaper does it, the TV does it. Everybody that you do your marketing through is doing it. So why should you not do the same thing for your business? All right. The same happened to many restaurants that couldn't pivot in the early throngs of the pandemic, right? A lot of small restaurants had to shut down. And not just restaurants, a lot of other businesses that relied on walk in traffic got hit. Why? Because they didn't pivot. They were just relying on the old way of doing things, right? If they had the list, if they had some a way to contact their best customers and say, hey, we aren't able to do walk-ins, make delivery here, right? We had a lot of persons who had to go through like majority, with restaurants, they have four different income streams, right? And walk-in is one, delivery another, reservations, well, catering another, events another one, right? And now they can't do the events and the catering. They can't do the walk-ins anymore. And the delivery now is like 80% of their revenue, but they're doing that through Grubhub, another marketing channel, or Uber Eats, another marketing channel, and they have to pay up to 40%. And now the cost and the cost of food going up, they can't afford it. Even though they're getting business, they have to shut down, right? Because they're relying on these third parties that are expensive. So all of this is just to show you the importance of having your own marketing channel, no matter the type of business you have. Uh, And for example, with me, I'm an online business, right? And I just gave examples of offline businesses, physical stores that people will have to walk in. Still important to have your own marketing channel, right? So let's move on to the third step, right? Which is to market on your own terms to your ideal buyers who already know, like, and trust your business, right? So now you have your own marketing channel, and all that is left for you is to use it, right? This step and all the others ladder up to you having the power to reach out to your ideal buyers whenever you want, however you want, ensuring your brand voice and message is intact, right? The best part is that the cost for doing this is a fraction of what you spend to third party channels like Facebook, Instagram, the radio, the newspaper, and so forth, right? But it all requires you using this marketing channel that you have built, right? You've built it, you're not using it, it makes no sense. And I recommend reaching out regularly to build genuine connection between your existing customers and your business, right? At Rebel Creatives, we call that generate business generating messages, all right? And you will have the power to be always present to your audience, and all of this again at the fraction of the price, right? In other words, you get to market like the multi-million dollar companies, right? And you get that benefit without spending anywhere near what they spend. All right, like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, they spend millions just to be present. Most of their ads, they're not even selling. It's just to be on the minds of people. When people go and they say, "What would you like to drink with that?" "Oh, Pepsi." "Oh, a Coke." It's just at the tip of their tongue, right? With your own marketing channel, now you're able to be top of mind because you can message regularly. The whole thing is not to just say discount here, discount there, discount. You're not a Groupon company, all right? The idea is you're able now to reach out in a cost effective way to really let people see and hear about you, all right? Even simply sending a message, hey, it's Monday, hope you have a great week, wishing you the best from company name, from Rebel Creatives. And you're sending a message like that. Whatever you do, whatever you offer to your people during that week, they will be like, you know what? I'm hungry. Let's go to this restaurant. Or you know what? I want to treat myself to a spa day. Where would I go? Oh, I'm going to go to X company. Why? Because you're top of mind. You message them, you said hi, you wish them the best, right? Those are the kind of messages that you want to send. And yes, you're going to splash a little bit of offer there, remind them what it is they can, gain from coming to you, for example. For a restaurant, what do they gain? They gain time and quality food. They didn't have to spend the time to prepare it, and it's going to be healthy for them and stuff. They can just relax and enjoy your environment, your ambience, and eat good food. They get a relaxing time, and they get to spend that with their loved ones, their friends, in your environment. That's great for them, right? What do they get if they go to your med spa, right? They get to improve the health of their skin. They get to beautify themselves, all of those things which people will value, right? So you are giving value. And once you're giving value, you shouldn't be afraid to let people know what you can do for them and remind them, all right? So you will have the power to always be present, all right? And if for some unknown reason they refuse to, put your commercial on TV, or Facebook restricts you, or outright bans your account, you can't do any more ads. Well, guess what? You will have your own marketing channel working for you to help you predictably reach your business goals. Now, is this something you want for your business? Right? If your answer is a resounding yes, you can reach out. Let us see how we can, learn more about your business and your goals and your current marketing setup, and see how we can help you to build your own marketing channel, one that you are proud of, without you having to figure it out all on your own or do all the techie stuff yourself. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Rebel Creatives podcast. This is all about, what we mainly do, which is building your own marketing channel. And I hope that this episode was informative enough for you to be able to do one of two things: to listen to this episode, learn the value, and then go out there and make it for yourself. Or if you're like, Delano, I love this. It sounds solid. I want to learn more. I would love to have you on your team to help me to create something like this for my own business, so that I can predictably, make the money that I want to make in my business, or reach the goals that I want to reach in my business. You can reach out. You can reach out and, visit our website, www.rebel2creative.com, right? And you can, book a discovery call, and we'll get to know your business, get to see what we can do to help you. What are the gaps in your marketing? And we will sit down and create a customized plan for your business. And if you love the plan, because you might not love the plan, I might be saying, hey, you're going to have to do this or do that. And you're like, no, that's crazy. I don't want to do that, right? If you love the plan, then you can move forward with us and have us build it out for you. Or if you love the plan, you're like, wow, I love this plan, Delano, but I'm going to do it myself. We are able to spend that time and talk, and I can, give you that plan for you to just go forward and do your thing with. All right. But either way, I'm happy that you're here in this episode. I hope this one was very valuable for you, and see you in the next one.